ADHD therapy for kids doesn't really work, but I don't think that is the question that you want to know, because of course therapy works. What you really want to know is, does therapy for your kid who has ADHD, is it going to work quickly enough? When do you get the results? How is it going to change your family's life? How is your child going to be successful moving forward? And if therapy is slow, oh my gosh, they keep growing, they keep progressing, but ADHD is holding them back from being successful, and it's holding you back from having peace and connection in your home. So I've got a story for you to talk about this. There's this mom that I knew, and she's very overwhelmed, and her kid has raging ADHD. And in a previous job as a therapist, I was going out and I would get the kid from the mom's van, and she would take a break during therapy time. She's overwhelmed, deserves a break. And I bring the kid in, and here we are. When I went out there, the kid was like climbing over the chairs in the back of the van and up on the dashboard. This kid was like all over inside the van. And I'd bring him inside, and I'd get him into therapy, and we'd be in a quiet room, and we'd be one-on-one, and we'd have limited distractions, and I'd be giving help for this kid to be able to focus so that he could learn what it feels like to focus. And we'd be talking about feelings and emotions and self-regulation. We'd be talking about sensory processing, and we'd go into the gym and we'd use this swings and all this other cool stuff that we have at therapy. And then my time would get done, and I'd take the kid out to the mom in the van, who is now decompressed, and she's doing well, and because she got a little break. And the kid would go in there, and I'll talk about what we did in therapy and what I want to do at home, and yada yada yada. And then the mom would go home with the kid into the same home, into the same environment, and mom would try to follow through with what I said, but she only had me contact with me for that brief amount at the end of therapy. Or even other examples of the mom being in therapy of, we're still talking only at the end because the focus is on the kid, which makes sense. That's what therapy is. So then we put this kid back into the same environment where they were. And over time, the kid got better, and I discharged them. Yeah. You know what? It's like a year and a half. It was a long time. And now the kids are totally two different grades up from where they started. And it has been a frustrating process, slowly getting better, but good heavens, it took forever time. Does it really work? Sure. Over a year and a half? That's a long time to have change happen. And a lot of lost opportunities and a lot of lost progress. So, is there a better way? Is there something that works faster than taking your child to therapy? Therapy is fantastic. But for you, with your child, do you want something that's going to happen faster so that you can have success? Do you want to invest in something that is going to give you peace and connection and the ability to grow as a parent and your child to grow? Okay, this is now what I'm talking about. This is parent coaching. So, instead of going back home and falling into the same patterns that if you have been knowing how to do, what if you learn new patterns that actually changes your home, changes the environment, changes starting with you? And then, because you are different, you are interacting different, and your home is different, and that creates change in your child. Different approach. But I will guarantee you that this works faster. It makes change quicker. In what regard? Does it solve their ADHD? No. ADHD is there for life. But it does change your home, and it changes your connection. It changes that overwhelm. It changes you out of survival mode, struggles, frustration, into peace and calm and connection. And what do you really want most? How do you want your home to be? So this is my invite. I want you to reach out to me. Tell me where you are at in your parenting process, your parenting journey. And let's just start up a conversation. Comment below, check out my links in my bio. Let's connect.